Thank you, Chairman. Governor Pritzker, Illinois is at a crisis point. Illegal aliens in our state have overwhelmed local communities and schools, causing untold pain and suffering while costing the Illinois taxpayers billions. Governor, in a recent report by Capital News of Illinois, you called for mass protests, for mobilization, for disruption. Chairman, I ask unanimous consent to submit the Capital News of Illinois report titled Trump's 100 Days. Pritzker calls for mass mobilization as he grows his national profile.
Without objection, so ordered.
Governor, before we go any further, will you commit today to working with the Trump administration and ICE to ensure that the violence we've seen in Los Angeles does not occur in Chicago or anywhere else in our state? Yes or no?
Thank you, Congresswoman Miller. We work every day with the federal government
Yes
to
or
keep
no,
our
sir?
streets safe.
Will you commit to working with the
We
Trump
do
administration?
all the time work with the federal government and law enforcement
Okay,
constantly.
I'm taking that as a yes. Governor, you said earlier this afternoon that you were willing to, and I quote, stand in the way of Tom Holman, end quote, who, I would like to note, is carrying out federal law. I have before me numerous examples of illegal alien violence in Illinois, but I want to highlight the story of Joe Abraham, whose daughter was tragically murdered by an illegal alien in central Illinois. Under your watch, sir. I will now read his account. Hello, my name is Joe Abraham. I am the father of 3, and Katie was my youngest. Katie had a beautiful soul, a sharp wit, and a huge personality. She loved life, and she lived it with authenticity, humor, and heart. She was the kind of person who succeeded at anything she put her mind to. She had a future full of promise. She was everything to our family. In the early hours of Sunday, January 19th, Katie was riding in a Honda Civic with 4 friends. They were stopped at a red light when their car was struck from behind by an SUV traveling 78 miles per hour. The driver didn't brake, he didn't swerve, he just slammed into them. The driver had previously been deported and was in the country illegally using an alias. He was allegedly intoxicated. After the crash, he fled the scene on foot without calling 911, without offering any help to the 5 women he had just hit. Katie died at the scene. Another young woman passed away the next day at the hospital. Instead of staying to face what he had done, the driver fled Urbana, made his way to Chicago, and then boarded a bus headed to Mexico. Thankfully, he was captured before fleeing the country. We share Katie's story, not just to honor her memory, but to raise awareness and to seek justice. No family should have to endure this type of loss. Sir, the family is here. The father is here. Would you like to apologize to Katie's family? Feel free to direct your comments to me.
I am very sorry for their loss. I really am.
I can only imagine what other instances have taken place but have not been reported. You have stated that Illinois will not allow local police departments to assist ICE as they work to address the illegal immigration crisis that you helped to create. In light of the crimes that I have mentioned, do you stand by your policy of tying the hands of Illinois law enforcement? Yes or no, sir?
You know, Congresswoman Miller, I am
Yes or
not
no,
going
sir?
to be lectured to by somebody
I'm
who extols
reclaiming
the
my
virtue
time.
of
I'm
Adolf
reclaiming my
Hitler,
time, Chairman.
of somebody who
In
has allowed the
2024,
pardoning of January 6th.
I'm reclaiming my time. In 2024, after the presidential election, you stated on MSNBC that, and I quote, I am going to do everything that I can to protect our undocumented immigrants, end quote. Mr. Chairman, I ask unanimous consent to submit a Fox News report into the record titled, Dem Governor JB Pritzker vows to do everything I can to protect our undocumented immigrants.
Congresswoman, I was
These
talking about
policies
the people
are
who have
not
lived in our
only
state for
deadly.
decades
These
now.
policies are not only deadly, but they have cost Illinois taxpayers billions to the tune of $3 billion since 2022. Governor, your state budget doesn't balance without massive yearly tax increases. This year, you hiked taxes by $800 million. Your budgets fund the services of illegal
That's
aliens
inaccurate,
while
Congresswoman.
Americans
Again,
are left behind.
inaccurate.
With many
Nearly everything
choosing
is
to flee our
mischaracterized
state.
in your statement.
Governor, I judge you based on your actions, not on your words. And from what I can tell, you are doing everything in your power to roll out the red carpet for illegal aliens to protect them, all at the expense of working people of Illinois. Your policies have been disastrous for our state, and they would be disastrous for our country. And with that, I yield back.
Your failures are a
Gentlelady
disaster for this
yields
country.
back. Gentlelady yields back. Chair.